Hello, my name is Sean Drennan and I'm doing the Mediation Act 2017 in year 2 of quantity surveying, and my K number is K00230708. The Mediation Act is an act to facilitate the settlement of disputes by mediation. The Mediation Act was a bill published at the start of 2017, which then passed both houses of the Oireachtas in September 2017. It was signed into law by the President on the 2nd of October and has since commenced since the 1st of January of 2018. An act to facilitate the settlement of disputes by mediation, to specify the principles applicable to mediation, to specify arrangements for mediation as an alternative to the institution of civil proceedings or to the continuation of civil proceedings that have been instituted, to provide for codes of practice to the mediators may subscribe, to provide for the recognition of a body as the Mediation Council of Ireland for the purposes of this Act, and to require that Council to make reports to the Minister for Justice and Equality as regards mediation in the state. Ensuring that clients know about mediation. As part of the Mediation Act 2017, one of the provisions is there is now an obligation from barristers and solicitors to invite their clients to consider mediation as a form of resolving disputes. The courts are also allowed to invite the parties to use mediation instead of using the court's time on something that could be resolved in a meeting. This means solicitors, before issuing proceedings, must advise the client to use mediations to resolve the dispute, give the client information on mediation, what happens with it and how it works, provide the client with facts on the advantages and benefits of mediation, and to tell the client that mediation is voluntary and how both parties must accept an offer to mediate before it can begin. This affects the construction industry workers by making sure the people who represent them in a dispute let them know there is a quicker and cheaper way to resolve it, which can save them time and money they might need to use on the project. The awarded costs. Under Section 21 of the Mediation Act, the courts can award costs if one of the parties refuses or fails to adhere to the arrangements of the mediation, or agrees to attend a mediation but fails to show up. This can affect the construction industry, as if a client is refusing to pay, then does not attend mediation, when brought before the courts, the judge can award the construction industry workers the full costs. The mediator. The mediator is the third-party professional involved in allowing the two or more parties to come to an agreement over the dispute in the mediation meeting. They must be unknown by all parties involved and make sure they can have no connections to the parties before they become the mediator for said dispute. Mediators can help parties reach their own solutions, but can also suggest but not make the decisions faster and more creative solutions that can interest both parties, while making sure they are not lenient towards one of the parties involved in the mediation meeting. Confidentiality. The bill imposes a confidentiality responsibility on the parties and mediator to a mediation. During the mediation, all records and communications are also kept in full confidentiality and will not be brought up in a court at any stage. Shall not be disclosed in any proceedings before a court or otherwise. Some parties may also prefer confidentiality and allow their solicitors to mediate for them after expressing their proposals for a settlement. However, confidentiality can also be waived if there is a need to use a private mediation to show a party may be untrustworthy or manipulative during the mediation. The Mediation Act 2017 will help the Irish construction industry in a positive way, as it will provide a much cheaper alternative for the resolution of problems occurring while construction industry workers are in contract. Courts are generally lengthy and very expensive occurrences and can stop a full construction project for weeks if it is not resolved, and mediation has fixed that problem and can allow construction projects to continue even if the meeting is happening at that time. Thank you very much for your time.